Alright, so I'm gonna give this a shot here, guys. This is my first time recording actually on my computer instead of my phone. I am very technically stupid and old, so I feel like I have an excuse, but trying to improve the quality of the videos on the channel. I want to do more with them. So is my son. We want to have fun with this, so part of that is trying to figure this out, even though that is tending to be more frustrating than anything. But I want to talk about Smash Brothers today. Kind of want to talk about this since E3, but obviously, like I just said, I'm still working on the video editing skills. We're trying to get there. Basically, what I just want to talk about is kind of my thoughts on really what's going to happen here with Super Smash Brothers, with the future, and really we're down to at this point one more character, and I think that kind of puts a big emphasis on what's happening right now. You know, there's just instead of people celebrating, which is how I feel we should be approaching it, each new character expansion to an already an amazing game, there just seems to be so much more backlash no matter what happens. So with a new character, I'm not a huge Tekken fan. I think the last time I played Tekken was in an arcade, years and years ago. There's nothing wrong with the games, but I was actually personally very excited to have Kazuya. Is that however you say his name? I thought that was an awesome addition. We don't have any representation from Tekken. We don't have anything like that. To me, the biggest disappointments, not that I was ever mad, I was just disappointed when they kept introducing new Fire Emblem characters. Only because we already had Fire Emblem characters. We've got human characters with swords. We had plenty of those. I didn't want any more. As much as I love RPGs, I just didn't feel like we needed more of that in Smash. But was I ever mad about it? No. I don't feel like getting mad about a video game like that is productive in any way. But adding a new character from a new franchise like this, super exciting. Yeah, he was not my first choice at all. I wouldn't even have ever picked him. But just the fact that it was somebody different is pretty awesome. Yeah, we all have our personal favorites, characters we want thrown into the game. It's never going to happen, especially now, which is what we're getting into. We've got one character. So I'm afraid because no matter what happens, there are going to be so many angry people instead of actually celebrating the end of well, probably the greatest fighting game of all time. Who would I like to see? I don't even want to say because I don't want to, upset anyone. Like, I'd be really happy as long as it's anybody different. I still have maintained, when I've had the discussion with friends, that we need more female representation. So, Shantae was a big one for me, but obviously with her getting the Mii skin, that's not going to happen. It would be amazing if we could get like a Lara Croft type character to kind of counter Solid Snake. What's their relationship with Sony like? I don't know. So, what are the chances of that happening? It would be awesome to have Master Chief, but once again, it's another male character. I would love to have more cartoon type characters, like Banjo would be amazing. One character left. Who knows what's going to happen? I almost feel like it should be a Nintendo character though to finish it off. It's a Nintendo game, a Nintendo franchise, but as long as it's somebody different, not another like Fire Emblem character, I'll be pretty happy. What I've heard actually floating around YouTube is actually putting, the creator director of the game, who does all the, character reveals and everything, having him the last character, and I think that would be absolutely amazing. And kind of like, a swan song, a send off, because I doubt he's ever going to do any more Smash. So putting him in it, I think would be pretty cool, but I think no matter what, we're just going to get a lot of upset people instead of just enjoying the game for what it is. And which is really where the more I think about it, what is Nintendo going to do with this franchise if this is the final character here? Like, how do you make a bigger, better Smash Brothers than Ultimate? I don't think that's possible. So, kind of worried about that aspect of it. It's not like a Mario Kart where you can just make a new Mario Kart, you improve the graphics a little bit, mess with the physics engines of the carts, or add, obviously new tracks. They don't even add that many new characters, but I don't think anyone necessarily cares that much about new characters in Mario Kart. And as successful as that franchise is, I think people are a little more lenient with it. They just expect Mario Kart, a new Mario Kart. But Smash, I mean, it's going to be a very different welcoming for whatever comes next. I don't think it's going to work out well for Nintendo. I think that they've done something so big that they can't really just start a new Smash, especially if it's created by somebody different that has a different interpretation or direction for the game. Oh, it's going to be rough. Yeah, I love Super Smash Bros. So I have since the beginning. You know, I remember back in high school when it came out, playing with friends, and wow, what an amazing celebration. We had Link with Mario and Samus and Kirby, and then wacky characters like Pikachu thrown in. And we were just enthralled by it. It was also, you know, one of the first games that you could have four people play at the same time, and it ran smooth, and we loved it, man. We played for hours. So, you know, to me, looking at every Smash game that's come out, all these new characters, to me, it's just amazing what has happened, and to have people so upset about it, or you know, get angry that their character's not put in. You know, I just don't think that makes sense. You know, one of the ones I've always wanted, and I didn't know this was that big until recently, is Geno. I love Super Mario RPG. One of my favorite RPGs of all time. It's an amazing game, for which you wouldn't think it would be for what it is. But Geno was my favorite character, and apparently a lot of other people's too. Yeah, I would have always loved to have him. Do I expect it? No, and I don't get upset about it. I just, you know, every character they had is amazing in their own way, and it's so fun. Like, I've still never played ARMS, but having Min Min is super cool, and I use her all the time. She's an awesome fighter. Doesn't matter if you don't like the franchise they come from. Smash Brothers is a celebration of all these different games, all these franchises, and what's awesome to me is that Nintendo's willing to go above and beyond, not just use their own characters, but you know, shine light and show respect to other franchises when they reach out and they get Solid Snake. That's awesome. Uh, you know, any characters like that when they go outside, or you know, like Cloud, anything like that. Even though I guess they have a closer relationship with Square, but you know, we should just be appreciative of everything that we're getting in that game. It really, like, what other fighting game can you compare it to that does anything like this at all? And to have people so upset. So I don't know. You know, I will be, once again, no disrespect to Fire Emblem. As long as it's not another Fire Emblem or any of the Fire Emblem characters, I'm gonna be pretty happy. I would, man. It's so hard to say like, oh, who do I really want? Because with one left, what I want is for it to not end. It's like when you get you know, somebody asks you, you get three wishes from a genie in a lamp, and you say, well, I want a million more wishes. Well, I want another character pack. I don't want this thing to end because it's so fun. I mean, it's been around since early on in the Switch's life, and it's still going, and there's still new characters coming out. It still makes the game relevant, and it's amazing. I would love for it to keep going. I don't have any expectations of that happening either, but if one more character, like, how do we all deal with that as a group of gamers? How do we reconcile only getting one more forever for this game? So I think no matter who it is, it could be the coolest character in the world. You're still going to upset more people than you're going to make people happy. So I just don't see it going well no matter what, which is a huge pressure for Nintendo. Something that they didn't even create. It's something that fans created, but that's a bummer. I still love that game. I always will. It's the best fighting game. Even though it's, you know, we can argue whether or not it's a true fighting game. I'm totally, you know, understanding if people say that it's not. It's a different style. That's fine. It is just a fantastic celebration to me, and God, I'm worried to see what the last character is. It's just going to be not a fun time on the internet for a little while. But that's just my thoughts on it. I hope you guys enjoy the game just for what it is. You know, if you have any crazy characters, throw them in the comments. I'd like to hear what other people want, because I feel like my choices are really boring now at this point. They're kind of cliche, but yeah, is there anybody that would, how about, I know whoever's put in is going to make people unhappy. Is there any character, though, that you absolutely despise, you don't want in? Can't think of anybody that would really make me mad. Even if it was another human with a sword from an RPG, I would just be like, okay, that's it. That's the final one. I wouldn't be happy about it, but I wouldn't be mad either. I'd just be a little disappointed. So, that's it. Thanks for checking this video out. I hope this works. This is my first video recording on here. Let's give this a shot. Anyways, guys, I'll see you next time.